It's your night off work. All your friends seem to be married and with their spouse or with groups and doing other things and on vacation. Your kids, well, you'd be lucky to hear from them. At least it feels that way. But in truth, they're out doing all the things you raised them to do to be independent. How do you get to know yourself at this point again? I did an earlier video called Reignite Your Inner Self. That might be a good one to go visit. But at this point now, today, the best way is to date yourself. I know. You're probably thinking, I don't want to go to the movies alone and dinner alone and do things alone. Who said that's not an okay thing? I'm going to tell you something right now. When you go out and start doing things on your own, a lot of things are going to start to change. First of all, and if you watch my last video on single parent empty nester codependency and enmeshment, I mentioned that our adult kids do better and tend to avoid us less when they know we are out doing things and leading our own lives. It is really important. They do better if they know we're doing better. And here's the thing. It's so important to know. I was talking to someone today who said, I'm just going to tell the daughter, the female, that, it really hurts my feelings that she's going out with her friend's mom and doing things with, an aunt and isn't hanging out with me. Do you know why she's not? Or he's not? Because every time they see you, you're mentioning it. And the guilt trip lays in. And the, oh my gosh, I can't stand to be around that negativity, and it pushes our adult kids away. So I have to encourage you for 1 month to date yourself. And I'm doing this challenge for myself as well. And I've done it in the past, but I'm doing it again. And it's a matter of reframing. In counseling and therapeutic modalities, we reframe thoughts. We get a thought. It's also often fear-based. It's also through the filter of how we've seen things in our life. So when we reframe them, they look differently. When you start to challenge your thinking, and instead of looking at what you can't do, like I don't have a partner, my kids aren't around, I'm alone, we all know what you can't do. We can't do it either. What can you do with what you have? What can you do? Can you go to a Tuesday night special movie by yourself? Yes, you can. Look, you probably weren't sitting there having a conversation with the person you went to the movie with anyway. And if you were, you're either annoying them because you're talking to the movie, or they're annoying you. Getting out, go early, sit in the lobby, get the popcorn, get your favorite treat. It's expensive out there. Smuggle it in your bag. We've done that. Things are really price prohibitive. Watch the people. Look around. Then go in there and watch the geek out in the movie you love the most, that you love to see. It is so important. You know why? Not the movie everybody's telling you is so good. The sci-fi or the action or the rom-com or the Pixar that just brings you all the joy. Because when you do that and you start saying, I can do this, I can go to the midnight matinee, I can go out late and not have to come early, I could go to the 10 a.m. show. You can because you're not taking care of children and you don't have to check with somebody else. I'm telling you, when you start to reframe that, it's a win. If you're just joining me, my name is Dawn, the Recovery Lady, DAWN like the morning. I'm a licensed behavioral health clinician and also a recovering empty nester. And this is hard. I have down days and then days where I'm like, okay, I'm reframing and things are going well. So if you're joining me on this journey and ready to start dating yourself so you get to know yourself and you bring joy in your life, stay with me. Back to the theater. So you're there watching your Pixar, if you're a secret horror lover, whatever your thing is, and you know what? It's going to start to feed something in your soul. Because the friend you wanted to go with you who's home with their partner, with their spouse, and oh, he's tired, she's tired, they're tired, and can't go out. You can. You can drive around till 3 a.m. if you want. Don't say, no, 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 I'm too old, I'm too tired. You can drive around at 6 a.m. if you want. There is a lot of freedom when we stop looking at what we don't have and embracing what we do have. The movie's a good idea. Also, going out to dinner. I know people are like, I don't want to sit there alone. I'm going to tell you, I've done this. Bring a book. I don't know if people carry books. Maybe you're going to be on your phone anyway and you can sit at the table. Bring a magazine. Get yourself something you love. Yes, go buy a Tactile magazine. One of the tabloids, Architectural Digest, Scuba Diving Today, something that you love. Spend the $10 or whatever they are and sit there and read the articles and look at the pictures. And I'm going to challenge you, when you're dating yourself and you're doing that, look around, especially if you're in a restaurant. Look at the other tables. I've done this. You think, oh my gosh, everybody's with somebody. I have seen couples together. They're not even talking to each other. They're on their phones. The kids are on their phones. They're not engaged. They're not having conversation. Or they look like they just can't stand being in the same room with the person that they're dining with. The stuff we imagine about the reality other people are living is usually in our mind. And if you think people are looking at you, nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares that you are sitting there by yourself. In fact, a lot of people probably wish they were there by themselves because they're in situations they're not happy in. You have freedom. You don't answer to anyone. And if you've struggled with codependency and enmeshment in a marriage, with your children, and your relationships, it's going to be uncomfortable because it's unfamiliar. But you know, you're going to start finding little sparks of joy from that movie, from getting your favorite pasta or food or dish in your favorite restaurant that you can afford on your budget, and you don't have to split the tab with anybody. You get to sit there. And it doesn't have to be long term, but if you do this for 4 weeks, make sure you're doing 1 to 2 things a week, you are going to find joy. If you live near the ocean or the mountains or a park or a lake or anything you like, bring a chair. Go out, sit there, look at the surroundings, turn off all the media, and really absorb what you're looking at. I love mountains. I know people like bodies of water. I love mountains. I can stare and look at mountains for hours. It soothes my soul. It releases oxytocin, the feel-good hormone. If you stop telling yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that, you are going to bring joy back into your life. You can go to the gym and talk to people. I just upgraded my gym to some, I don't know, $10 more a month, to some little room you can go in. That's supposed to be like the club. And there's sofas in there. There's massage things and other things to do. But I sit in there and sometimes I just talk to people because there's some nice leather sofas, and watch them smile. Start by smiling when you look at other people. Make eye contact with them. Don't let them see the misery. Let them see the joy. This is so critical. Dating yourself is not about being alone, and I don't have anybody to go with. Dating yourself is about getting to know yourself. And it's hard to do at first. I want to challenge you this week. Every time you say, oh, I don't have anybody to go with, I don't feel like driving that far, why aren't they calling me? You know what? Your adult kids are living rent-free in your brain. Rent-free, taking up all the space. And you're thinking about what they may or may not be doing, and everybody else, not everybody, but most people are out there living their lives while you're, binging on Netflix or whatever streaming platform or news channels, and it's putting negativity into you. I am doing the same thing at the same time. This is not unattainable. Put a countdown app on your mobile device. 30 days. of dating yourself. 2 things a week. And every day, I want you to challenge yourself once to reframe your thoughts. Instead of saying, this is what I don't have, this is what I can't do, this is what I do have, this is what I can do. Do you live in a house now that's empty? And there's empty rooms? Rent a room out. Don't say, oh, Dawn, I could never do that. You know what? It is nice. It is nice to have somebody else there. You don't have to hang out with them and even be their friend, but you know there's another human being in there. It's a big deal. I don't want to overwhelm you with that because this is the month of dating yourself. Going to your favorite store, fill up the cart and ditch it if you can't afford it and don't want to buy it, but just touch and look and feel your favorite things. Make it about you. Think about the things, all the times you compromised and went everywhere your mate wanted you to go to eat, for vacation, everything you wanted to do. I'm going to start looking at some single vacation trips where I can meet new people, because you know what? Sitting home with my streaming device is not bringing me joy. It is not filling my spirit. So we can do this, and we can do this together. My name is Dawn. I am a licensed behavioral health clinician. Thank you for joining me. I am the recovery lady and enjoying taking this particular journey with you guys as we get well together. I am trying so hard to get to 200 subscribers. I'm at like almost, I think 145 at the making of this. And it is an excruciating journey when you're older and don't know how to do all the algorithms and SEOs and things. But I believe God's bigger. I believe our community is bigger. Please like and subscribe and share. Love you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Take yourself on a date. I can't wait to hear. Share below what you did. Bye. Love you guys.